Welcome dear students. This lecture is based on superclass Tetrapoda and class Amphibia specifically. So we know very well that vertebrates are higher animals and are of two types, Ignathostomata and Gnathostomata. Ignathostomata jawless and Gnathostomata jaw bearing, right? So here this superclass Tetrapoda include four different classes, right? Amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia. So out of these we have to focus right here on amphibians. Tetrapods are those animals which bear four appendages, right? Tetra, four. Poda means their appendages, legs, right? So here these animals tetrapoda are of four different categories: amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia. Previously we studied that Ignathostomata is a special superclass in which there is a single class of living animals, living vertebrates, and those were called cyclostomata. Okay, we discussed earlier. Now we should focus right here on amphibia and its general characteristic features. General characters of class amphibia. So amphibia are those animals which are found near water bodies, okay, but they do need water for their sexual reproduction, and that's how they are called amphibians, right? So here these animals are found near water bodies. They are found near water bodies as they need water for reproduction. They cannot reproduce without water, okay? So these are aquatic as well as terrestrial. They are aquatic as well as terrestrial. That's how also called amphibians. But original meaning of amphibian is that they need water for their sexual reproduction. You should remember. So here these are found only in fresh water. Water should be fresh water. So they are freshwater dwellers, okay? These animals. These animals are poikilothermic, means they are cold-blooded animals. Their body temperature fluctuates as per change in surrounding temperature, okay? They cannot maintain their temperature like us, as we are warm-blooded animals, right? But they are cold-blooded. They have to adjust their body temperature with surrounding frequently. These animals are bilaterally symmetric. Okay, bilateral symmetry is found in such animals. These are triploblastic. These are eucoelomic animals having tube within a tube, body plan, tube within a tube, body plan they show. General characteristic features we are discussing, and now we have to focus on their primary or important features, especially with respect to their morphology. So just have a look at the body structure of this animal. Basically, these animals in most of the cases lack neck and tail. They do bear head and trunk. Neck and tail is missing or lacking in most of the adults. Like frog, toad, okay? So let's think about the skin especially, right? These animals shows presence of moist skin, having mucus glands. Okay, skin is moist, coated by mucus glands. They lack exoskeleton. They completely lack their exoskeleton. बॉडी के ऊपर कोई भी स्केल्स आपको नहीं दिखाई देंगे, ओके, और ना ही किसी टाइप का फर्दर स्केलेटन आपको दिखाई देगा. कंप्लीट सॉफ्टनेस और सिंपली म्यूकस ग्लैंड कंटेनिंग कोटिंग स्किन आपको दिखाई देगी मॉइस्ट, ओके, बट दे लैक exoskeleton, very typical feature. They lack exoskeleton. Now, there is a presence of eyelids and there is a presence of tympanum. Presence of eyelids. Eyes are sensory structures and covered by eyelids. Presence of tympanum, tympanic membrane, which actually represent their ear, very important, which represent their ear. Now how do they respire? Respiration, इसको पहले देख लेते हैं. Respiration occurs through skin and water. Skin is permeable for gases, so diffusion occurs through their skin, right? In larval stages of these animals, they may bear gills, okay, but on maturity they have to respire through their skin. Larval stages, tadpoles bear gills. Another option for respiration in these animals, lungs on land surface and buccopharynx. Buccopharynx, lungs, skin. These are the respiratory structures in amphibians, okay, very important. So multiple choice question can be asked very easily on the respiratory structures. Remember, adult amphibians respire by skin in water, not by gills, because they lack gills, okay. Gills are found only in their larval stages. Presence of two pairs of appendages, that is tetrapoda, okay. One pair arises from pectoral girdle and one from pelvic girdle. One from pectoral and one from pelvic girdle. So they bear specific appendages, two pairs, which are going to help for locomotion, right? Webbed digits for swimming purpose. Just like duck, they shows presence of webbed digits which are going to help in swimming purpose, right? Their excretory products, digestive waste, excretory products, digestive waste and gametes are releases through a common aperture called cloaca. So they show presence of cloaca, which is common aperture for digestive waste, okay, excretory products, right, and specifically reproductive structures, gametes. तो ये सारी चीजें एक ही एपर्चर से बॉडी के बाहर जाती है और उस एपर्चर का नाम है क्लोइका, राइट? सो दे शो प्रेजेंस ऑफ क्लोइका which is common aperture for all these things, very important. Now we should think about the circulatory system, okay, how circulation occurs. So in this animal, circulation is closed. सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम कैसे होता है? क्लोज्ड. Blood flows through blood vessels, of course. High efficiency offered by closed circulation. Heart is three-chambered in this animal. RBCs are biconvex and nucleated. हमारे आरबीसी बाइकॉनकेव होते हैं, ठीक है. इनके आरबीसी बाइकॉन्वेक्स होते हैं और सारे अदर एनिमल्स में आपको बाइकॉन्वेक्स आरबीसी दिखाई देंगे और मैच्योरिटी में भी उनमें न्यूक्लियस होगा, ठीक है. इन ह्यूमंस आरबीसीज आर बाइकॉनकेव एंड इन्यूक्लिएटेड, बट हियर दीज आर बाइकॉन्वेक्स एंड nucleated. Very important, of course. These animals shows well developed nervous system. Well developed nervous system is found in amphibians. Presence of sensory structures. Presence of sensory structures. नॉस्ट्रिल, आईज, ईयर, सब कुछ रहता है. सिंपली एक्सटर्नल ईयर नहीं होते ऐसे जैसे कि पिन्नी ह्यूमंस में या मैमल्स में आपको दिखते हैं. दोज आर लैकिंग देयर, बट दे डू शो सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स एंड वेल डेवलप्ड ब्रेन, nerves. Okay, all these are found there in amphibians like frog. Then about reproduction. The reproductive system is well developed. Reproduction is sexual. रिप्रोडक्शन कैसे होता है? सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन होता है. ओके, इनमें सेक्सेस सेपरेट होते हैं, मेल और फीमेल अलग होते हैं. सेक्सुअल डायमॉर्फिज्म इज फाउंड, मींस सेक्सेस आर सेपरेट. सेक्सेस आर सेपरेट मींस सेक्सुअल डायमॉर्फिज्म, मेल और फीमेल अलग अलग होते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स. एंड देयर फर्टिलाइजेशन is external occurring water. They lay eggs, oviparous. So spawn of eggs is fertilized by sperms released by male in water. That's how they need water. Fertilization is external and need water. Okay, very typical. Need water. That's how. If animal is present on land surface, then for the sake of reproduction, animal should enter into the water. Okay, that is specific here. They need water for sexual reproduction, of course. There is metamorphosis. यहाँ पे मेटामॉर्फोसिस दिखाई देगा आपको, और जो डेवलपमेंट है उसको कहा जाएगा indirect development through larval stages. तो यहाँ पे larval stages से डेवलपमेंट होता है, मेटामॉर्फोसिस होता है. जो लार्वी होते हैं वो अमोनोटेलिक होते हैं, एडल्ट्स होते हैं वो यूरियोटेलिक होते हैं. लार्वल स्टेजेस में गिल्स दिखाई देंगे, एडल्ट में गिल्स नहीं दिखाई देंगे. लार्वल स्टेजेस में टेल होता है टिपिकल, जो एडल्ट मोस्टली उस केस में वो गायब हो जाता है एडल्ट्स में, ठीक है. फ्रॉगमेटोड में टेल नहीं. दैट्स हाउ आई एम टेलिंग यू. हियर देयर इज अ ग्रेट स्टेजेस ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कॉल्ड metamorphosis that is seen there, and all these amphibians are typically carnivores and shows well developed digestive system. As mentioned earlier, they shows tube within tube body plan. It means they bear mouth and all structures and then terminated by anus. The digestive tract is complete, tube within a tube body plan. Okay, so these animals show some striking features like hibernation and starvation as well. So hibernation is called winter sleep and starvation is called summer sleep. Hibernation को आप कह सकते हो winter sleep. They show period of dormancy actually, and that is what hibernation is. They remain silent throughout this season. They do not feed actually, okay, and do not reproduce. They simply respire, okay, and stay silent. Hibernation and starvation due to unfavorable conditions during summer sleep. Okay, so let's have some important examples right here. हमने कहा ये amphibians रेनी सीजन में प्रिडोमिनेंट आपको दिखाई देंगे, जबकि विंटर और समर में ये डॉर्मेंट रहते हैं स्पेसिफिक प्रोटेक्टेड प्लेसेस पे, ओके, और वहाँ उनकी एक्टिविटी सीज होते हैं एक्सेप्ट रेस्पिरेशन, ओके. सो दे कंजर्व देयर एनर्जी ड्यूरिंग दिस सीजन, हाइबरनेशन और एस्टाइवेशन. एग्जाम्पल इंक्लूड्स, वी कैन से rana, that is frog, right, before toad, then Athapis. Athapis is the exceptional animal having creeping body, limbless, leg appendages. There are 4 appendages in animals, but here leg appendages, limbless amphibian, Athapis, very important. Then a tree frog, we can say, called Hyla, salamander. That's how various examples are there, having specific ability to change their color, okay. They show specific skin cells, pigmented cells, right, by which they can change their body color and confuse their predator or prey, right. That's how they show camouflage with their surrounding, okay, and have great features of adaptations to survive in water as well as on land surface. So this class of animal, amphibians, superb. Even some animals are strongly poisonous, especially frogs, okay. Some species are deadly, okay. They have specific poison venom glands, and which is going to help in the predation, but very dangerous as they show strong poison in the body, right. But not all. Some members are very commonly found around us, especially frog, toad, okay. And these animals need water for their sexual reproduction, hence the name amphibians, okay. So this particular lecture you should revise 2 or 3 times by observing video 2 or 3 times, okay, so that you can get complete idea about amphibians and their striking adaptive features. Thanks a lot.